my dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you are hale and hearty and enjoying your online classes. This is Shumana Islam, lecturer, Department of English. Today I am going to read a text from English for Today, that means English first paper. The title of the unit is People Who Stand Out, and the personality that I am going to discuss today is Zainul Abidin, the great artist. I think you all have heard about him and his great artworks that made him famous all over the world. Here you can see some of his most famous pictures or sketches on famine. So, before starting the passage, I want to give you the vocabulary list, that means the word meaning, so that you can understand the passage properly when I am reading. So, the first word is pioneer, which means forerunner. Acclaimed means praised. Documented means recorded. Famine is scarcity of food or want. Sinister means evil or ominous or something bad. Skeletal means resembling a skeleton. Then plight is difficult or unpleasant situation. Then depict means to portray or paint or to describe something. And compassion is sympathy or empathy. Iconic is having the characteristics of icon, that means a person who is a role model for something. Knack means skill or talent. Visionary is dreamy or impractical. Scroll is a roll of parchment or paper for writing or painting on. Then constitution. I think you all have idea about constitution. The definition is the basic principles and laws of a nation, state or social group that determine the powers and duties of the government and guarantee certain rights to the people in it. The non-cooperation movement. We need to understand this. I wanted to tell you the background of non-cooperation movement because it is related to Zainul Abidin. It was a political movement launched by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Bangladesh Awami League from 2nd March to 25th March 1971. The purpose of the movement was to seek autonomy. Autonomy means to make self-government for East Pakistan, that means the then Bangladesh, from the central government of Pakistan. Then abundance means plenty or having something in profound number or quantity. Intensify means to heighten or increase. Dynamic is energetic. Commemorate means to remember or pay tribute to someone. Then devastating is disastrous or destructive. Then tribute means honor or gratitude. Now let's start the passage. The pioneer of Bangladeshi modern art, Zainul Abidin is widely acclaimed for his Bengal famine sketches. These are the sketches that made him famous, and it really had a great impact on the people of Bengal. Through the series of sketches, Zainul not only documented the harsh famine of 1943 but also showed its sinister face through the skeletal figures of the people destined to die of starvation in a man-made plight. So, plight means difficult or unpleasant situation. I have already told you. Through these sketches, he has revealed the unpleasant situation or poor condition of the people of Bengal, and we can say that it was like a message to convey to the people of the ruling class, or we can say that it was a silent protest of Zainul Abidin towards the rulers of the then Pakistan. He depicted these extremely shocking pictures with human compassion. So depicted means to portray or describe something by painting. So he has shown his human compassion, that means sympathy for the people, for humankind, through his sketches. He made his own ink by burning charcoal and used cheap ordinary packing paper for sketching. Using the ink and applying the brush where necessary, he produced the drawings and sketches which later became iconic images of human suffering. Jainul developed a knack for drawing and painting when he was a high school student. So knack means a skill or talent, and Jainul had that talent from the very childhood. After completing high school, he took admission in the Government School of Art, Calcutta, now Kolkata. He graduated with the first position in first class in 1938. He was appointed a teacher of the art school while he was still a student there. He also attended the Slade School of Arts, London during 1951 to 1952. Jainul Abidin is considered the founding father of Bangladeshi art. He was an artist of outstanding talent and earned international reputation. For his artistic and visionary qualities, he is referred to as Shilpacharya, meaning great teacher of art in Bangladesh. So we can get knowledge about his background as an artist. He developed and got several education or training regarding his artwork, and later on he became the teacher of the same institution. Being the student of that institution, he was at the same time he was appointed as a teacher of art in that institution. And his artistic genius and talent brought reputation for him and the country as well. And he was considered as the Shilpacharya, or in Bengali you can say Shilpacharya, which means the teacher of art. He was the first principal of the first art school in Dhaka in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. He organized the Nabanna Harvest exhibition in 1969. The exhibition included a 65-feet long scroll portraying the rural East Pakistan in phases from abundance to poverty. So Nabanna is another famous painting of Jainul Abidin, where he has made a 65-feet long scroll. Scroll is a roll of paper to document any kind of painting or writing, where he has shown the development or the different phases or steps of East Pakistan from abundance to poverty. That means from the riches or well-being to the poverty or the state of want or need. This intensified the already heightened non-cooperation movement, and this painting has given emphasis or fueled the non-cooperation movement against the Pakistani rulers. The exhibition was symbolic of the Bangladesh artists' protest and a milestone in our struggle for cultural and political freedom. So, Jainul Abidin was indirectly involved in the protest or movements against the Pakistani rulers. He used his pencil or paper to portray or to manifest his love for the country, love for freedom of Bangladeshi people. This is the picture of the 65-feet long scroll, where you can see the struggling people of the Bengal. Jainul's dynamic style of work is evident in a 30-feet long scroll painting called Monpura. His another work, which was done to commemorate the death of hundreds. Commemorate means to pay tribute or show respect to someone the death of hundreds and thousands of people in the devastating cyclone of 1970. So here we can also get a reflection of Joinul's love for the people of his country. He designed the pages of the Constitution of the Bangladesh. He founded the Folk Art Museum at Sonargaon and also Joinul Abedin Sangrohshala, a gallery of his own works in Mymensingh in 1975. The river Brahmaputra played a vital role in his paintings and was a source of inspiration all through his career. Much of his childhood was spent near the scenic river Brahmaputra. So the beauty of the river Brahmaputra played a vital role in his becoming an artist. A series of watercolors that Joinul did as his tribute to the river earned him the Governor's Gold Medal in an All India exhibition in 1938. This was the first time that he came into spotlight, and this award gave him the confidence to create his own visual style. So we can say that Brahmaputra river has a great impact on his paintings. In fact, it had a great contribution for Joinul Abedin to become an artist. Joinul Abedin was born in Kishoreganj on 29 December 1914 and died in Dhaka on 28 May 1976. All these information of this passage is adapted from the Daily Star, Thursday, July 16, 2012. So that's all about Joinul Abedin. From the passage we have learned that he was an extraordinary talent of Bangladesh who had brought name and fame for himself and his for country as well. And he had profound love for the people of his country. Now it's time to give some activity. I want to give you some questions to answer. Number 1 is write in detail how Joinul Abedin portrayed the sufferings of people. Number 2, what influence did the river Brahmaputra have on Joinul Abedin? How did he show this influence in his works? Then number 3, what did these works earn him in his life? These are the questions, and you are going to answer the questions reading the passage again. And remember one thing, while writing the answers you have to follow the tense of the questions given. That's all for today. Thank you for attending the class properly and hope to see you in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz.